A pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Harrah, as we are excited to bring you Game Time tonight on Your View, brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. The Harrah Panthers and Lady Panthers will be playing host to Ada here tonight. Brian Burchell's alongside. I'm Steve Marshall. Bobby Rose is our executive producer. And Brian, as we start moving into really this final weekend before postseason play begins, it begins for some of the smaller schools, of course, this weekend, and for the larger schools like these two teams next weekend. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a pair of teams actually who made the state tournament last season. Now for Ada, a lot of turnover. They started 5 seniors last year in their state tournament appearance. So super young. Talking to Coach before the game, she said they're very young and quite frankly outmatched here. But going to start some seniors tonight because they're concerned about senior night tomorrow night. And for Harrah, as we know, they just reload every year. They're in the state tournament, it seems like, every year. And, a great ball club.
Harrah comes in with a record of 18-2 on the season. Those losses were in the month of January as they played at the Fort Gibson tournament. They lost to Midwest City by 1 point, one of the top-rated teams in Class 6A, and they lost by 4 to the host, Fort Gibson. So that's the only 2 losses. Harrah, though, will be without one of their top performers, Erica Ankney, who is already in the 1,000-point club, and she's committed to play at Oral Roberts University, but she is under the weather, as so many people are throughout the state at this time of the year, unfortunately, so they will miss her, no question about that. And then for the Ada Lady Tigers, they come in, their record 7-12 on the year, and should be a good basketball game as both these teams get ready to, as we said, get ready to move on to postseason play. As far as that goes, Harrah will be hosting ASTEC. And on the other side, it'll be Ada, and they will be hosting Blanchard come postseason playtime. So we're all set to go. Hope you enjoyed our webcast here this evening. Ada in their maroon road jerseys and Harrah in their home whites with the blue numerals and script. We're all set to go. Ball's in the air, and Ada controls as we're underway. Exciting time of the year. You get deep into the month of February. Dual state wrestling championships will be decided this weekend. Swimming next weekend, and then wrestling again, team wrestling the week after that. So it certainly is championship season for high school sports in the state of Oklahoma.
Harrah starting the game, Steve, in a 2-3 zone. Long, and of course Ada, really, when you talk about Ada being outmatched, maybe, wouldn't hurt them to slow the ball and move it around as they get a great look in the paint there.
Nice job as they get the ball inside to Landon Owens. She gets the first 2 points of the contest, and Ada gets the early 2-0 lead. Nice look at the high post, dump it down low for the easy bucket.
Ada also coming out in zone as well. As you can see the ball trying to get into the high post and short corners. That's very successful. Great move there, but no finish.
Katie King got the open look. As Brian said, couldn't quite finish. There is a whistle on the play.
Katie King was, in my opinion, the most surprising player for Harrah's run last year in the state tournament. Was a young player last year and came off the bench, hit several big threes, especially in the championship ball game.
Harrah with the basketball, put it on the floor. Here's a shot from the left wing. That's a 3 ball off the mark and rebounded inside, taken away by the Lady Cougars. Top of the free throw line.
Yeah, if you're an Ada, you need to be in no hurry here on offense. Allow the game to come to you and don't make mistakes. Like that one right there.
Turn the ball over, give it back to Harrah as we're just underway. 6:37 left to go here, first quarter. Ada with the first bucket of the game. That's the only 2 points of the contest thus far. Harrah looking inside. Allie Borzowski also in that 1,000-point club, and there's her first 2 points of the night.
No surprise to see Harrah throw up the 3 ball. They love to shoot the 3. It's what they base their game off of, how they won their state championship. And when you've got someone like Borzowski inside to clean the glass, it doesn't hurt you at all to put up the 3.
So tie ball game, 2 apiece, just underway. 2 minutes in, high post again, then kick it out to the wing. And taken away. Nice job inside by Cambry Ingram, the junior, for Harrah. Lady Panthers now with the basketball and a chance to take the lead. 3 from the top of the key, counted good. Nice basket there by Katie King.
She can shoot it, Steve. Great shooter, not afraid to let it go. And as you saw right there, a quick release, tough to get to.
Ada, loose ball, middle of the floor, and Harrah breaks back the other way. They've got numbers 3-on-1, but ball got away from her, and they're going to call traveling on the call as the ball ended up going over her shoulders. And the turnover will give it right back to Ada. Somebody lost a rubber band on the floor, so they've got to redo the ponytail.
Hopefully only one game tonight we have to worry about that.
Of course, we were here last year to cover the doubleheader, and little did we know that Brady Manick from Harrah would have such an impact on this year's Sooner Ball Club.
Yeah, much more impact than I'd ever thought. In fact, Trey Young's game, in my opinion, has translated better than I thought it would, and Brady Manick certainly has been it's got to be a huge surprise for Vaughn Kruger.
So a turnover for Ada gives the ball right back to Harrah.
Back-to-back possessions with the turnover. They're going to have to value the ball and get as many shots as they can if they're going to want to stay in this game.
King open, inside the paint, little 13-footer, turnaround shot up and good by Borzowski. She has 4 in the early going. After the first 2 points for Ada, Harrah's run off the last 7 in succession.
Borzowski's great. She's also got a great turnaround jump shot. They haven't looked to get it to her in the post yet, but if she develops that 8 to 10-footer like that, she'll be really tough to guard as they move on throughout the state tournament. First subs in for Ada.
With the basketball for Ada, number 31 is Landon Owens. Kick it to the corner, get open on the baseline, turn, shoot, shot on the way up and good. Nice little move inside, and Landon Owens gets her second bucket of the ball game. 7-4, Harrah on top. King looks at the 3. Drives, penetrates, puts the shot up, no good. Whistle and a foul underneath. And that's going to be called there on Madeline Jakes, 6-foot senior for the Lady Cougars. So King will go to the free throw line. First one, no doubt about that. And a second free throw from Katie King, just a sophomore.
Yeah, young player last year making a huge, impact, and now as a sophomore already running the show. So just another in the long lineage of great guards at Harrah.
They've had a bunch, no doubt about it. King with the steal, drives, nice defensive play. But she's turned back there by Owens, and Ada back the other way. Owens out top, looked at it, drew the defender. Now kicks to the corner. Wide open look at a 3. Didn't take it. Number 13, Dixie Redmond in the lineup now for Ada. Harrah comes up with a turnover. In transition, Ingram tries to slow it down, has it taken away, and then a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be called on King. 4:02 left to go first quarter. Harrah on top. They lead it 9-4.
Nice play there by Redmond to get back after turning it over. He gets back, first one back, and makes a steal herself and gets the ball back for the Lady Cougars.
Katie Klimkowski checks in, number 22. She's a 5'5 freshman. Head coach is Jeff Mahoney. He's in his second year as the head coach here at Harrah. Ada gets the ball across the timeline. 21 is Kaylee Watkins. And with the ball here, number 13 is Dixie Redmond. Nice job by King, takes it away. Looks to break out. Had the open shot from 13. Kicks to the corner. Shot for 3 is up and good. And a good start for Harrah. As knocking down the shot there was number 25. That's Kiara Lovings with her first points of the contest. 3 players on Harrah have all scored over 1,000 career points. Now, Ankney we won't see tonight. But you put Lovings in there. And Borzowski. It's unusual, I would think, to have 3 different players on the floor.
And I'm gonna guess Katie King will be in the 1,000-point club before it's all said and done for the Harrah Lady Panthers.
I think that's a good guess.
Well, Ankney's a special player. I know we don't get to see her, but you want to talk about someone that's super athletic, very quick, an absolute difference maker for that Harrah team.
So the ball goes out of bounds. One official overrules the others. They get together and get the call correct. Ada will keep it now, although Harrah has the 8-point lead. Inside, turn, left hand.
Nice left hand, very good.
Nice shot up and good there. Madeline Jakes with her first 2 points of the contest. Good moving first quarter of play here from Harrah. Thanks for joining us tonight on Your View. King passes, shot from the wing on the way is off the mark, loose ball. Ada's able to run it down. In the backcourt, that's KK Daniels. Penetration, whistle, foul. That's going to be a charge, and they're going to take it back the other way. Nice defensive stand by the Lady Panthers, and they'll get the basketball back. So 2:40 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Harrah has the basketball, leading it by 6. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone they're kind of playing now, nearly stolen.
Well, Brzezowski's in. Look for them to post her up with being some sort of 3-2, but she'll come out and shoot the 3 ball.
Shot up there, no good. Rebounded by Ada. Cougars with the basketball.
Wants it over the top. Good recognition by Brzezowski to come over and help and knock that away.
Out of bounds, and Harrah will get it back. Schedule has Ada playing Seminole tomorrow. And
that's correct.
Harrah,
if the weather is okay.
Yeah, and then Harrah hosting Shawnee.
So senior night for both teams tomorrow night.
Shot up there is long, no good. Ada comes away with the miss.
Is the reason for that to get an extra game in before the playoffs, or that's weird to have a finish on a Saturday like that?
Yeah, well, I can remember cases too where those playoffs don't start till Thursday. Girls on Thursday, boys on Friday. The team sometimes will play a Monday or a Tuesday game that same week.
I know in Ada's case they said that it was the only day Seminole could play, but I wonder who'd you say Harrah plays?
Let's see. Harrah is playing Shawnee.
So it's not going to be any sort of playoff makeup game.
Nope. .127 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Ada came out, scored the first 2 points of the contest. And Harrah's gone on a pretty good run right now, a 12-4 run to lead at 12-6. Try to check some of the scores as we go along. Booker T. Washington in boys basketball. Victorious last night. Looking at some dated material. Try to get you caught up on tonight's action here as best we can. Game time tonight on Your View. Brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Harrah in the corner. Gets open, shot is blocked, and then a whistle and a travel call. And it'll be Ada basketball with 1:15 to go here in the first quarter.
Interesting to see Brzezowski do that, trying to expand her game, obviously. She's expanded the shot and now trying to put the ball on the deck. So she's a player that has the ability to play at the next level, so good to see her expand her game.
High post, and go back out to KK Daniels. Entry pass, and that one's going to skip off the hands, out of bounds, and back over to Harrah.
It's the right idea, but the shooter has to get set in that pat. When the ball's on the opposite block, you're throwing to a window to the opposite wing, and your shooter has to get set and not give a moving target. Because even if she catches that, what's she going to do with it on a full sprint going to her left?
Harrah now, let's see how they want to play it. Final 45 seconds of this first quarter play. Leading it by 6. Baseline floater on the way up, no good. Whistle, foul underneath. 2 shots coming up for Harrah, and going to the free throw line will be Kiara Lovings. 5'8" senior. Already has the three-pointer to her credit tonight. First free throw is up and good. And the second one coming up for Loving. She makes it look easy, goes 2 for 2. And it's a 14-6 lead now for Harrah. 30 seconds left to go, first quarter.
Yeah, good call there. I thought they missed it. Drug her pivot foot trying to get the ball across the timeline.
Hesitated for just a second and then lost the basketball. Back over to Harrah.
One shot for Harrah here as Katie King will dribble across the timeline and hold it.
.20 seconds left. This is Katie King with the basketball. Loving's on one wing.
10 seconds. Now you take the first good shot. No reason to hold it too long. And Brzezowski does just that.
Misses the shot. Fight for the rebound. Loose basketball on the floor. 2 seconds left. Alternate possession will give it to Ada. They got time for an inbound pass and long shot, or a long pass and a short shot. See how they want to play it. Getting into about midcourt. Gets the shot off. I'm not sure she got rid of it in time. Does not go, and that's the end of our first quarter of play. Harrah has the best of it after one. They lead it 14-6. It's game time tonight on Your View, brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
How do you become America's best-selling truck?
Come on, Briggs. Wait for your pitch, kiddo.
You give it best-in-class towing, payload, and with built-in Wi-Fi,
Yes!
the best seats in the house.
That's how it's done.
Just like his grandpa.
Even better.
That's Ford, America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Now get into a new 2018 Ford F-150 with $4,100 appreciation cash, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your two favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair, only at Mazio's.
Welcome back to Harrah High School, home of the Panthers. We finished one quarter of basketball here tonight on Your View. Game time brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Lady Panthers on top, leading it by a score of 14-6.
Oh, good opening quarter by Harrah, and really not a bad one by Ada. Kept the scoring down. They're still in it. Ada with the mass substitution, though. Steve bringing 5 new players to start the second quarter.
See how they look. Katie King up top, running the show for the Lady Panthers. Swings it on the wing to Ingram. King with a jab step. Play catch along the perimeter. Good job defensively by Ada. Trying to get the shot, can't get it. And they turn it over, and Ada will get the basketball. Edmond North leading Edmond Santa Fe 30-23 at the half. We'll keep you updated on some of the scores. Ada trying to answer back. It's a pink out night here at Harrah. Recognizing and helping the fight towards breast cancer.
No one told us, Steve, we could have worn our pink shirts.
Yeah.
I've got one or two somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any. It might be some that are maybe passable, but.
Passable.
Harrah with the basketball, 8-point lead, just underway, a minute into this second quarter. Lovings from the outside, it's good. That's 8 for Lovings.
You know, her shot isn't the most fundamental looking, but it goes in and she's confident. She shot 3 of them, made 2 of them, and the one she missed was right on line, and a great trap here. That's going to be an easy turnover. King's got Brzezowski on the wing. Saw her the whole way without ever looking at her, but
oh, nice putback. Good job inside. Lovings doing some work. As first time it was missed. Foul is going to be called on number 13, Dixie Redmond. Lovings gets the bucket. That gives her 10 now, and she'll get the free throw.
And our first player to double digits tonight.
Strong opening to this second quarter of play as Harrah now is up by 14. Full court pressure. In trouble in the backcourt.
That's got to be 10 pretty soon.
You're going the wrong way. King, nice spin move. Off the glass, no good. Whistle foul. And I believe 2 more free throws coming up. So at the free throw line, King. I don't think they've missed a free throw yet.
No, they're perfect from the line.
Shoot his second one. She has 6 now. And 7. I don't think they've hit even rim on their free throws. I've got them unofficially 7 of 7 from the free throw line.
That's correct.
Baseline drive, kick to the corner. Ada looking to answer back. Gets a good look at a wide open 3. Shot won't fall down. Bounces twice off the top of the backboard. A la Trae Young, only his went in the basket.
Right back to her. She had her.
Shot from the top of the key. Another 3. That one's short. Strong rebound inside. Taken away by Emarthley. And a whistle and a foul. Clock stop, 5:47 left to go before halftime. Harrah enjoys a 22-6 lead.
Pretty quick whistle on that one, especially because the player was able to turn the corner. No advantage was taken away.
Ada looking for some offensive answers. They scored the first 2 points of the game, but just 4 since. Harrah's defense, large part of that reason.
Yeah, Harrah's been extremely aggressive on defense like that. Steal right there probably could have been a foul on Ada, as King had the right to the ball when she knocked it away. Certainly knocked down and prevented her from getting to the loose ball.
Baseline. Works her way inside. Shots up and good. Count the basket, and the foul is going to be called against Harrah. And
goes on Brzezowski.
31 at the free throw line. That will be
Landry Owens, who's scored 6 of the 8 for Ada, and now 7 of the 9.
.5:12 left to go here in this first half of play. Harrah community loves their basketball. They've had good reason, as you mentioned a little earlier. Girls' success has long been documented. Boys enjoying some recent success. Here's a shot for 3. Off, no good. Went off a couple of fingertips, but finally corralled and gathered in by Ada. Back the other way. Daniels on the wing. Dump it down low. Nice post. Shot blocked inside. Tie basketball. Alternate possession, and it will stay with Ada.
Yeah, good entry pass, but she didn't know if she had help on the left shoulder. Should have spun right and would have scored. Harrah got the ball to start the quarter on the alternating possession, which is why Ada got that jump.
Shots missed inside. Rebound. Tried to go back up. That was blocked inside. Nice job by Brzezowski. And Ada will inbound once again from underneath the Harrah basket. Good job to get it out of that corner. Daniels, nice pass again, free throw line. Drive to the bucket. Had the shot opportunity, passed it up.
Yeah.
I think a 3-second call going to take place there. That's going to go against Ada, and Harrah will get the ball back.
Yeah, Alex Hamilton, 22 for Ada, has had the ball several times with opportunities to shoot, and it almost looks like she is not looking to score, at least early in this game.
5'8" sophomore is Hamilton. The lob inside, tough shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded inside, taken away. Good job by Michaela Emarthley.
That's the old Kansas alley-oop play they just ran. Get Brzezowski an open layup. A great job, as you mentioned, on the defense, getting the hands and knocking away.
Always have to have those hands ready.
Katie King, speaking of the hands, has had her hand on 5 or 6 balls. Could easily have 5 steals. She's got 2, but should have 2 or 3 more. And Hamilton going to check out.
Still Ada basketball. Bad pass stolen away. Easy two, should be anyway. Rogers drives in, left hand, left it short. Gets the offensive rebound. And then a foul called against Ada. Looks like she's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, Lovings, who, nope, she's not going to get free throws, who hadn't missed a free throw and 2 for 3 from 3, misses the bunny.
Sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
Nope.
Piper King is checked in for Harrah. King's a 5'8 senior. This is Brzezowski to King.
Both teams are running man-to-man inbounds plays against the zone defense, so when you screen, you're effectively not doing anything to get anybody open.
King will go back to the free throw line. She's going to shoot 2. We've documented their success at the free throw line. You verified, so they are 7 of 7 as
Correct.
a team.
I'm keeping track. Make that 8 of 8. You try to put the announcer jinx on
Yeah.
them. I guess the way the announcer jinx works for them is I hit the rim.
Yeah, really. Because that's about the first one that has. Points are adding up. She now has 8. Looks to add to that total.
In fact, there's not been a free throw missed tonight. Ada 1 for 1 in their only trip.
Owens.
Yep.
15-point advantage for the Lady Panthers. Ada with the basketball. Pass is tipped, goes over the head of the intended recipient. Out of bounds. Ada will get to keep it, though.
Good hands there on the inbounds.
Good defensive squad. King, no look pass. Missed the put in, easy shot, but the follow was good by Brzezowski. 26-9. Shot for 3 from way outside on the left-hand side. Misses the mark. Harrah gets the rebound. King speeds across the timeline, back to the middle of the floor.
Good drive there from the high post, but a better pass had the defense moving, but the bad pass allowed the defense to reset, a skip.
Look out.
We're open. Shoot it, Steve.
It's coming my way. It was a little out of my range, though.
All right. Our computer monitor caught it.
Yep. Thankfully, no damage to the equipment. 2:30 left to go. First half, 26-9. Harrah on top.
In all honesty, the computer probably saved our producer, Bobby Rose.
That's probably right.
He was scrambling.
Yeah, Bobby's no more for his three-point shooting, not so much his defense. Loose basketball on the floor, tie basketball. Harrah's defense almost seems they know they're certainly filling those passing lanes very quickly. Coming off the bench, or going to the bench, rather, number 44, Madeline Jakes.
Yeah, it looked like she was in a little bit of pain coming off the floor.
Harrah, King from downtown. Rolls around, missed it. Offensive putback is good. Brzezowski, 2 more.
Brzezowski living in the paint, living with the putbacks and making it look easy.
19-point advantage for Harrah. Throw it out top, and that's going to be a foul. King a little too close, a little too aggressive there. Gets whistled for the foul. That'll be the 6th team foul. Well, their 5th team foul, actually, because they'd already got that thing on the scoreboard before I looked up.
They're almost as quick as they are at the Ford Center, or at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. You know, it's interesting. I don't think Harrah feels like they need to pressure the ball and press to win this game, but they came out so lethargically early. It was almost like coach puts the press on just to wake his girls up. I know, you know, in coaching when I did, if we knew we were better in a team and the kids come out lazy, that's one of the ways you can turn the intensity up is by pressuring, because now the kids have to run, they have to get engaged. Back door was open, missed her.
Close in shot, hits the back iron, no good, out of bounds. Off of Ada, and Harrah will get it. 1:26 to go, first half of play. 28-9. Harrah's on top. They have the basketball. Across the timeline is Alex Hamilton. 22. That's Katie Klimkowski. Here's Borzowski with the shot off the left side. No good. Out of bounds. And it'll be Ada basketballs. It went off number 10 there, Cambry Ingram.
Good job there.
Again, Harrah seems to know where the passes are going. She jumped and almost caught that pass in midair rather than just deflecting it.
Yep.
Shot
Open
for three. Rolls off, no good. Out of bounds, and it will be Ada basketball. Boys game will come up after we're done with this one here this evening. Again, a lot of teams, not so much both these squads, as they'll play again tomorrow night to stay fresh and get ready for next week's beginning of postseason play. There's a block inside, but a foul called on Ingram. And to the free throw line for Ada will be number 35, Michaela Marthley.
No pressure, Michaela, but we haven't had a miss yet.
Yeah. Yep.
And there it is.
There you got her. And she'll get a second one here. One of two.
She was big for them off the bench last year in their state tournament run. Remember saying her name several times.
Pass inside. They get it to Borzowski. She's fouled on the play, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Up off the bench, ready to check back in for Ada. They're going to get Madeline Jakes back in the lineup after this free throw, unless it's a missed free throw, of course, but that's not going to happen.
Not with Harrah. Tough to beat a team that shoots as well as they do when they don't miss the line, because they put a lot of pressure on you defensively. If they're going to make those foul shots, not a lot of ways to stop them.
So she's into double figures. I've got her for 11. Is that right?
I've got her for 10, but I may have missed a free throw somewhere.
Maybe I added an extra free throw. Out top, wide open look at a three for Ada's up and good. They needed that. Basket there by number 21. That's Kaylee Watkins. Knocking down the three. Free throw line put-back attempt is off the mark. Tried to save it back in. 2 seconds left. Can't make it the full court, and that will be the end of our first half of play. Ada scored the first 2 points. After that, it's been pretty much all Harrah. They led it 14-6 at the end of the first quarter, and at the intermission, they lead it by a score of 30-13. It's game time tonight on Your View, brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. We'll take a timeout. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Company halftime show coming up next.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Want to see a trick?
You make it for those who need an extra hand
Moxie.
and a little heads up.
You okay, bud?
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now current Ford owners can get a new Escape with 0% financing plus up to $2,000 cash back only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Get into something good, like Brahms Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae. Get into something good. 2 big dips of Brahms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream. Rich and creamy hot fudge. A shower of toasted almonds, whipped cream, and a cherry. Now you've got something good. A Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae. every day's a Sunday at your neighborhood Brahms.
Get into something good.
Because an open road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. Wait! Can you take the kids?
We've got room.
You make it so the morning routine stays routine.
Did you just upload your homework?
We have Wi-Fi, Mom.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
See you at 4.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Now current Ford owners can get a new Explorer with 0% financing plus up to $4,500 cash back only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Welcome back to Harrah, as we are bringing you our game time tonight, right here on Your View, brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Harrah Lady Panthers came in with a record on the year of 18-2. Trying to get to 19-2 tonight. They have on their schedule that they're playing Shawnee tomorrow night, so they could get to the 20 victory plateau before postseason begins, and they're well on their way tonight, Brian, on top, leading at 30-13, and really just playing very well in all aspects of the game.
Yeah, they have. They came out just a little bit flat, but then they went to their pressure defense, trapping both in the half court and full court, and once they're able to turn Ada over, it really kind of opened things up, and they've shot the ball well. They've gotten to the free throw line and been successful there. In fact, I've got them in a perfect, 11 for 11 from the line. So nearly outscored Ada just from the line itself. So been sharp and looked good so far.
I'm missing a couple points here in my own personal scoring. I had Lovings for 11.
Yep.
Borzowski had 10.
And Katie King had 9. Would get you to 30.
Okay, yeah, I do. I'm right on target. How about that?
Look at that, yep.
So good job there by the Lady Panthers. Good first half of play as they're looking to push their record to 19-2 on the season. As we said, the postseason is set up this way. A lot of people wonder why they play games that really don't count at all towards postseason play since the matchups have already been decided. Ada will be hosting Blanchard in the opening round of postseason play next week, while Harrah will be hosting ASTEC.
Aztec.
And that,
it's a charter school, Aztec Charter School.
Can't remember what it stands for, though.
I don't know. I've always known it goes as Aztec.
So that's what we will call it, and they will host, Harrah will, Aztec next week in the opening round of postseason play. Of course, districts will be next weekend, as we said. Regionals the weekend after that. The area tournament scheduled for March 1st through the 3rd. And then the state tournament will be March 8th through the 10th. That kind of sets you up for basketball. Harrah returning to the court as they're ready to go in the second half. There's still a good 4.5 minutes left before we are scheduled to begin our second half of play. Halftime score has Harrah on top. They lead it 30-13 on Game Time. Your Oklahoma Ford Dealers game of the week. We'll take a timeout. Come back with more. Stay with us.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
How do you become America's best-selling truck?
Come on, Briggs. Wait for your pitch, kiddo.
You give it best-in-class towing, payload, and with built-in Wi-Fi,
Yes!
the best seats in the house.
That's how it's done.
Just like his grandpa.
Even better.
That's Ford, America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Now get into a new 2018 Ford F-150 with $4,100 appreciation cash, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Want to see a trick?
You make it for those who need an extra hand.
Moxie.
And a little heads up.
You okay, bud?
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now current Ford owners can get a new Escape with 0% financing plus up to $2,000 cash back, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your two favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. Wait! Can you take the kids?
We've got room.
You make it so the morning routine stays routine.
Did you just upload your homework?
We have Wi-Fi, Mom.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
See you at 4.
Bye, Mom. Bye.
Now current Ford owners can get a new Explorer with 0% financing plus up to $4,500 cash back, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back to Harrah. Steve Marshall along with Brian Burchell, Bobby Rose, Mark Jeffries, the crew tonight from Your View. It's game time, and it's brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Not too far away from the start of this second half. Harrah's on top, leading it by a score of 30-13, coming in with a record of 18-2 on the season. We mentioned those only two losses coming to 6A Midwest City and 4A's number 2 squad, Fort Gibson. They lost those games by 1 and 4 points, so they're very close to being unbeaten on the season. Coming off a year, as we verified during the break there, Brian, that they won the state championship last year, and you know.
I'm not crazy. I called the game. I was pretty sure they won it, but then you had me wondering. I was like, maybe that was a semifinal game. But yeah, they won last year and lost the year before to Newcastle. So back-to-back appearances in the state championship game for the Lady Panthers, and you know, quite honestly, ranked a little lower, but I wouldn't be surprised with Brzezowski and King and Ankney to see if they could make another run.
Yeah, they're playing without Ankney tonight. She has a touch of the flu, as so many people do, so she is not even competing here tonight. She one of the 3 girls on the team that have already passed the 1,000 career point plateau, along with teammates Brzezowski and Kiara Lovings. And they're going to be somebody to be dealt with, obviously. Ranked number 2 right now in postseason play.
Okay, yeah. They are ranked high. I was thinking about the boys' game. Ada's ranked 19th in the boys' game.
All right, so Ada has the basketball to start things off here in this second half. With the basketball, number 15 is Taylor Porter. Didn't call her name much, if at all, in that first half of play. She's in there, number 15, along with KK Daniels. Landon Owens in there, loose basketball, picked up. Here comes Harrah back the other way, one-on-one.
Good move.
Putting it up and in, good for 2. Lovings adds to her total. She now has 13 in the night. Baseline shot there. It won't fall down. Rebound out of bounds, and it will stay with Harrah. Harrah will get it on the possession. High post. Turn, give it to Lovings. Now to King just inside the three-point line. Their shot rolls off. Sure looked like it was going to go down. Didn't fall, though. Left wing. Picked up there. Harrah doing a good job defensively, not giving them too many open looks. Here is an open look, but off the mark, no good.
A wide open look, a good skip pass, but just not able to lock the shot down. A good look ahead there from King to Brzezowski. Missed it.
Boy, that was a great look. Got it inside, just didn't get it high enough off the glass. And Ada brings it back the other way. Inside, shot up, rolls off, no good. Rebounded inside by Brzezowski, outlets to Lovings, all by herself, lays it up good for two. She has 15 now.
And a travel called on Ada trying to inbound the ball.
First time I've seen Harrah this year, or Ada for that matter, but very impressed with the way that Harrah really handles all facets of the game. With very good defense, good recognition when they're coming down the floor and where their teammates are. King back in the corner, baseline, back to King. And now King will tee it up for three. Missed it, but the offensive rebound taken in there by Piper King. Lovings is open. She'll shoot the three. That's short.
But another offensive rebound. Boy, Ada has got to get rebounds.
Now King for three. That won't go. Offensive rebound. Putback is finally good. Nice basket there by Brzezowski.
And a new squad of five coming in as the Ada coaching staff not happy with the offensive rebound, defensive rebounding.
Cross court opportunity. Keeps it herself.
Nice Euro.
Puts it up off the glass, good for two. Nice bucket there for Landon Owens as she has most of their points, 9 of their 15 in the night.
Yeah, great move there on the Euro step. Shows the athleticism to go up and under. And an easy bucket.
Left hand may have been partially blocked. Ada comes away with the basketball. Here comes Daniels back the other way.
If not blocked, certainly altered.
They'll keep the ball. 5:04, as Brian said, we're going to get a whole new 5 in the lineup. Number 11 is Courtney McNutt. Number 22 checking in is Alex Hamilton. We also have 13, and that is Redmond. And
Lovings,
another steal.
Yep.
Lovings caught from behind, gets it up, lays it up good for 2 more. She has 6 in this quarter, 17 in the ball game, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:54 left to go. And it is a 38-15 lead for Harrah. This will be a 30-second timeout. And Harrah's just running up and down the floor at will right now.
Yeah, I think they're going to probably call off some of the pressure here pretty soon.
Still 4:54 left to go in this third quarter of play. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday. We'll be over at the new facility at Washington as Lada and Washington square off. And that'll be, as we talked about earlier, they start postseason play next weekend, but they going to sneak in a game on Tuesday.
I was really impressed with the team Lada put on the floor last year in their state tournament run. Boy, they had a ball player, name escapes me, plays the shooting guard, was unbelievably athletic. And they always have athletes at Lada, but they usually stay on the diamond.
Yeah,
to see that many in the gym was pretty impressive.
Well, that's part of the great thing about going to the big house. A lot of times you don't hear about these guys, and you can go back to Orion and Damon Minor. There's a shot there, goes up and good. Basket there by number 11. That's Courtney McNutt. And we discovered the Lazenbys that same way and their run that they had at Glencoe, so it's always good, seemingly especially out in western Oklahoma. There's a shot in the lane that's up and no good. Rebounded instead by Ada. Into the corner. Cross court, quick three, release. Just off the mark, tried to save it back in bounds, cannot do so. It's out of bounds and back over to Harrah. 2 substitutions coming in for the Lady Panthers. Checking in is number 22, that's Katie Klinkowski. And also number 21 in the lineup is Paige Wilson. She's a 5'6" senior. As you said, more freer substitutions here.
Would imagine until this game is well in hand or unless there's foul trouble, King and Brzezowski, and most likely Lovings, will play the entire way.
Oh, it's a nice no-look pass inside, but unable to finish.
Really good rebound in traffic, too. You know, that's not a travel. It's a jump ball because she went to throw the pass and left the floor, but the reason she didn't get the pass off was because Brzezowski's hand was on the ball. So rather than travel, that should have been a tied ball. Not that it matters, but obviously the reason she traveled was the ball being blocked.
So Harrah back with it. Lovings open in the corner. Entry pass into the post. Nice block inside, but not nice enough as whistled for the foul. Here's number 44. That's Madeline Jakes. Going to the free throw line will be Allie Brzezowski.
Brzezowski 2 of 2 from the night on the line. And the Harrah Lady Panthers are perfect.
And she gets another one to fall. Second one from the senior. That one skips in and out, no good. 39-18.
Good hands by King. And they missed the layup.
Put it up a little too strong. Out of bounds, and Harrah will keep it. You know, Harrah has size and lots of it. Good ball handlers. Knocked down the outside shots, and anytime you can shoot free throws the way that this team does, you're going to be a tough out at the state tournament. King with it in the corner.
Two-man ball. Now the reset. You know, really a lot of relief for the basketball community in Harrah last year when they won the state tournament, because for several years their boys and girls, as King buries a three, were ranked high going into the state tournament. Then they would, you know, lose and many times in the first round.
Right.
And so, you know, it kind of became, and you don't ever want to put a label on high school kids, but, you know, it was kind of one of those deals where the fans started to get antsy, and, you know, we're highly ranked. We're always a team that goes out early. So it was good. The year before they lose in the state championship game, and I think getting that taste made them hungry enough to get back. What's amazing is the Manick brothers getting knocked out in the first round the several years they did, as good as that team was.
Kick it around the perimeter. Ada with the basketball. Number 11 is Courtney McNutt. And Dixie Redmond, high post. Gets the shot off, fouled on the play, and she'll get the shoot two. Going to the free throw line will be Michaela Emarthly.
Santa Fe.
Free throw is up and good.
Just her second point of the night, also on the line.
Second one on the way, gets them both. 42-20 our score. And you would look at Harrah, just what we're seeing here tonight, you would think that they'd be a very tough team to try to up-tempo and pressure, because they have some very good ball handlers. Here's a shot by King that's off the mark, no good, rebounded by Ada.
Well, you're not even seeing Erica Angsley tonight,
Right.
which she's quicker than anybody on the floor times two. And so if you pressure between her and King, you're not going to have much success. Really, if Ada had the ability to pressure tonight, they might have had some success, because King's really the only super solid ball handler. The other girls can handle it, but, you know, as far as pressure goes. So she's done a really good job tonight handling the offense.
Too much time getting it inbounded, so Ada gets it off the turnover. And now should be a foul on Rogers. And it will be. 1:59 left to go here in the third quarter. Harrah well in control, leading it by 22. Ada looking for response. Harrah's defense pushing them way far away from the basket.
Underneath, you had her. They don't see her. Baseline's wide open.
Tried to get it there, and the pass is stolen away by Lovings. Tries to get it down the floor, but can't. Turns it over. Ada back the other way.
3 times he tried to pass down the floor. The first time it was deflected. Second time she probably traveled with it. Nice move there. Landry Owens with her second Euro step.
She's into double figures now. 20-point lead. Lovings tees up the 3 ball, just missed it. And
That's what
Ada comes away with the ball.
That's what we're talking about, though, with the pressure. Lovings, with King really being the primary ball handler and not having Ainsley. Lovings, who's playing the other guard position, loses the ball up the floor. Good pass.
Good work inside. Man, they got the shot they wanted, just couldn't finish. Now a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Ada. Got the ball right where they wanted. Girl cutting to the basket.
Marthley, she usually doesn't miss in there.
Couldn't get it to fall, and so Harrah will keep the basketball. This is Ingram going to inbound to Katie King. Klimkowski also out there. On the wing is Piper King. There's a shot from 17 feet, up and good. Nice basket there by Klimkowski, her first 2 of the night.
First 2 from anybody besides the 1,000-point club.
Yeah. On the floor, Ada has it, gets it across the timeline. High post now on the left wing. 20 seconds left to play. Third quarter. Baseline, little give and go inside. Shot blocked. 9 seconds left. Putback attempt won't fall.
5. King saw it, knows how much time's left, can try to get to midcourt.
It'll count if it goes, but it's off right, no good, and that'll be the end of our third quarter of play. Harrah has doubled up on Ada. They lead it after 3 on Game Time. Here on Your View, your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week, 44-22 our score. We'll be back.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. Wait! Can you take the kids?
We've got room.
You make it so the morning routine stays routine.
Did you just upload your homework?
We have Wi-Fi, Mom.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
See you at 4.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Now current Ford owners can get a new Explorer with 0% financing plus up to $4,500 cash back only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Welcome back to Harrah as we head to the fourth quarter of play. 44-22. Lady Panthers on top of Ada. Game 1 of our doubleheader here tonight. Boys game will follow.
Well, popcorn will follow this game and then the boys game.
Ah, that's right. Is it cheese or just butter popcorn?
I'll let you know in about 8 minutes of game action. If I'm not here for the post-game show, start without me.
I can handle it. Pass on the wing. Ada gets a good look at a 3. Off left a bit. And now Ada back the other way.
Good pass.
Good movement. Shot from the wing. Off, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back. Nice job inside. Getting the bucket. Piper King, her first 2 points of the night. And a steal by Lovings. Tried to get the bounce pass in there, but was kicked on the way. And so it will be Harrah basketball to inbound.
I've confirmed no relation between Piper and Katie King. No one else may have been wondering, but I was.
Inquiring minds want to know. You got the answer for him. Shot off there, no good. Ada rolls back the other way. Looks for the three. Shot on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, had it, lost it. And Harrah comes away with the loose basketball. King weaves her way through traffic. Got the shot off, missed it. Ada coming back the other way. KK Daniels. Redmond for three. Just a little short on most all their shots. They haven't been long too often.
Yeah, they've been on line, but been short.
Substitution in for Harrah, number 23 checking in. That is Savannah Fish.
Be interesting to see how much longer King, Brzezowski, and Lovings are out. I know that they're the kind of the cogs, but at the same time, with the playoffs starting next week, don't need anything silly in a 24-point game.
Well, and after I learned several years ago that girls are 7 times more likely to suffer ACL tears than guys are.
That's interesting.
You certainly have to worry about that a little bit more. But, you know, if you have that attitude, you're not going to.
I wonder why that is, because you'd think guys would be more because there's more cutting. They, jump generally higher and everything's a little bit quicker. That's interesting. I would have thought it was opposite. Is the bank three is good.
Shot for three, up and good. Knocking it down is Watkins. 46-25. Harrah tries to answer back, missed the shot, but that's going to be a foul from behind. That's going to be called on King. With 5:52 left to go in our contest, 21-point advantage for the Lady Panthers.
They're going man. Harrah's gone man here for the last couple minutes of this game. Maybe working on something. Or maybe coach just isn't happy with the amount of open threes. I know Ada's missed them, but they've been open. I mean, you can't. Some of the teams are going to play in the playoffs. Great move there by Martha.
That was nice.
She can play. Good. She was huge last year in their semifinal loss to this Harrah team actually in the playoffs.
Traveling the call. Gives it back over to Ada, so Lady Cougars looking for some bright spots to take away. Seemingly the game out of hand, trailing by 19 with 5:20 to play. Daniels able to run down that loose basketball, drive, put it up. Won't fall. Out of bounds, and substitution coming in for Harrah. Number 21 is Paige Wilson. She's going to replace Piper King in the lineup. They're good. They're good size. They handle the ball well, and they're deep, too. I mean, you can.
Yep.
A lot of people probably already know that, but again, this is the first time I've seen Harrah girls all season long, and very impressed. King gives it up there. Brzezowski. 2-play catch. Wide open at the free throw line. Instead, King will take the three from the top of the circle. No problem there. She drains that. She has 15 now. We got a timeout. We'll take one ourselves. 49-27. Harrah on top here.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back to Harrah. Game time tonight here on Your View, brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. And game one has the Harrah Lady Panthers on top, leading Ada by a score of 49-27. As we look out there on the floor, Brzezowski is still out there. So is Katie King. So is Lovings. Joining them on the floor, number 21 is Paige Wilson.
Yeah, I thought that might be what that timeout was for, was to get some subs in, but Coach Owen's not doing so.
It'll be the second foul on Fish. Drives inside the free throw line. Nice move, gets it up strong, but boy, they've either been short or long on a lot of those apparent wide open shots. Just not able to get it to fall. Baseline shot here. Foul on the play. It's going to be called on number 22. Foul whistled against Alex Hamilton, and going to the free throw line will be Paige Wilson. Wilson at the free throw line. Missed the second one. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Brzezowski, 2 more. She has 15. Finds the open lane, pushed off, and they called it. She really did. Got that left arm up there, tried to clear a little space. She did. It worked, but the referee was right there in front.
Looked like a decent amount of contact, Steve, though, before the push. I mean, in saying that there's always contact, but in saying it looked like she was riding her a bit. So if you're going to call that, you might call the saddle up 2 steps before. But nonetheless, and I think that's what the Ada coaching staff was frustrated with. If she's not on her, you don't have to push off.
They're giving King that 3.
She's passed up a lot of good looks, but always seemingly she gets a better one later.
Shot from the corner here is short. Shot taken by number 3, and that is Mackenzie Lasker, who is checked in.
Getting her first action, she was trying to get her name in the paper.
Yeah.
She says, if I'm going to get it, I'm firing.
King back the other way, drives as she's going up, is stripped of the basketball. Is it going to be a shooting foul?
Yep.
So that's the 4th foul on Owens for Ada, who's been their leading scorer tonight. King at the stripe.
Ooh, she missed one.
Substitutions in for Ada.
The free throw percentage is plummeting for the Lady Panthers. Made their first, 13, and have missed 3 of their last 4.
Looking at the next free throw for Katie King. Missed them both. How about that?
Would have lost a lot of money on that bet.
Ada with the basketball. Trailing by 24. Knocked away from behind, picked up by the Ada post player. That's going to be a reaching foul there, called on Lasker.
King checking out of the game. So all 3 of the 1,000-point club members, Steve, have left the game injury-free, which is exactly what you want. Comfortable lead, and your best players on the bench.
Foul underneath, trying to gain some advantage inside was Jakes. Got called for the push as they were jockeying for position inside. A lot of times you'll see that, and when it comes back the other way, he'll tag the defender on that particular play and just let them both know that he's got an eye on him. And a travel. So turns it over and gives it right back to Ada. 2:55 to play. With the basketball.
I was talking with the Ada coaching staff before the game, and of course many of the players who are playing tonight and contributing are younger, freshmen and sophomores. She was telling me that the 8th grade class is very good. In fact, she said several of those girls will see action next year as freshmen. So look for Ada, maybe not next year, but the year after, to return to, a team that could potentially be a state tournament team and then probably have 2 to 3 years of success, much like the class last year did.
Ball is loose a couple different times, finally coming up with it. Harrah swings it to the corner. Shot from the top of the key for 3, off the mark. Whistle and a foul inside, going to be called against Harrah. Stops the clock, 2:02 to play. And substitutions in for Ada. Number 25 checking into the lineup. That is Lily Speed. And also number 20, McKenna Aker. Yeah, only 4 seniors when you mentioned that Ada roster. Shot inside, no good. Ada comes away with the rebound, and they'll reset on offense.
And I don't think they normally start. They started tonight because they're worried about the senior night last night. But I think Coach was saying most of their minutes go to underclassmen.
Minute and a half left to play. Ada with the basketball.
Good pass.
Good ball movement. Good look at a 3. Just can't finish. Off the mark. Rebounded by Harrah. Piper King comes away with the miss. Brings it across the timeline for the Lady Panthers.
Travel call. Not sure, but.
24 is checked in. That is Ashley King, and that is Katie King's sister.
3 Kings on the team. We finally found the sister. 3 Kings on the team. Only 2 related. Something to be said for too many kings in the castle. I don't know.
Harrah with the basketball as we get down to 1 minute left to go in the contest. Move it around the perimeter.
She's going to shoot one like, nope, I thought she was loaded up to shoot it.
Here's a 3 from the top. Taken by Tiona Cooper. Pass there deflected out of bounds by Cooper. Ada will keep it, 44 seconds remaining. This one well in hand for the Lady Panthers. They'll improve their record to 19-2 on the season with the victory here tonight. Up top, this is Courtney McNutt with the basketball for the Lady Cougars. Move it around, get a good open look at a 3. In and out, won't fall. Battle for the rebound. Harrah comes away with the miss. Kaylee Willard with the basketball. Out of bounds, and it will stay Harrah basketball with 17 ticks left to go on the clock.
Imagine once this ball's inbound, it'll just be held, but we'll see. Nope, got the youngsters in, let them play.
Entry pass to the post. Ada with another possession. 5 seconds left. Shot from the corner for 3. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Put back. 1 second. Turn, spin. Get the shot off. No good. Won't go. And that's the end of our contest this evening. That last little bit there, kind of a microcosm, is a lot of times Ada was getting the necessary looks that they wanted, but just either too strong or a little too short. And Harrah gets the victory here tonight by a final score of 51-27. We'll come back, wrap up our first game of our doubleheader tonight. The boys are taking the floor. That game soon to follow right here on Your View. It's your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week.
How do you become America's best-selling truck?
Come on, Briggs. Wait for your pitch, kiddo.
You give it best-in-class towing, payload, and with built-in Wi-Fi,
Yes!
the best seats in the house.
That's how it's done.
Just like his grandpa.
Even better.
That's Ford, America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Now get into a new 2018 Ford F-150 with $4,100 appreciation cash, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Harrah High School as our first game is complete. Harrah wins it, moves their record to 19-2 on the season. They do it in convincing fashion here tonight. 51-27, our final score, Brian.
Yeah, it really was convincing fashion. Mentioned a little bit of a slow start, but once they got the juices flowing, it was all downhill from there for the Lady Panthers. 3 players in double figures and 3 members of the 1,000-point club. They were led by Kiera Lovings, who had 17, and Brzezowski and Katie King both had 15 apiece. So the usual suspects doing the usual results for the usual title contender.
All right, so that's game one of our doubleheader. We'll come back here in just a bit and get ready for the boys contest as Harrah gets ready to take on Ada here on Game Time on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. Don't go too far.